Hi Cancer, thanks for watching. This is a spiritual horoscope, so please take what resonates and release the rest. We'll get started with some runes and then we'll clarify with some cards. So let's jump in. Oops. Alright, so right off the bat, you've got Taurus. So this is, I feel like there's a new start that's coming, that there's something new, but it's not quite here yet. Let's see if we can get more on that one. What else can we get for Cancer? Okay, so let's take a look. There's multiple in my hand, and then you've got Othala. So this is where there is something, I feel like there's a major change coming. And it's not quite here yet, but it's almost like there'll be certain elements of it, not the whole thing, but certain parts of it that they're like good surprises that are coming in. And you've got Pertho. So you do have something, I feel something big is happening to you. This is really cool. But go with the flow is what I'm going to say. And they actually say, the energy that just came in and the words that came in, it says dig deeper. So I feel like with this change that's going to come in, don't be afraid of asking questions and like standing up for yourself. And that's not a bad thing. It's like being assertive. There's always a good way of saying things, but this is where with this change that's coming in is, I feel there's multiple things that you need to do, multiple things that you need to look into. And this is where like being assertive and not being afraid of asking questions is going to help you shine through this. And you've got Awaz. So this one is all about movement. So there is a big change that's coming in because Awaz is all about movement. And this is where, and Awaz also represents like, it doesn't mean like a physical move, it can mean a change. And all of this is showing like there's a big change coming. But what I want to say here too is that it's energy too, that there's changing. It's like there was a big storm and everything's being pushed away and then something new is happening. That's like the visual that I saw. But it is a really good change that's coming in. And you've got Tiwaz. So this is where like you really need to stand up for yourself and be assertive in those moments that something, and trust your gut. This is what I want to say too. Trust your gut. Once something doesn't feel right, ask the questions. Don't be afraid to raise your hand and say, hey, can you clarify? What does this mean? And just ask the questions, because there's no such thing as a stupid question. And you want to make sure you understand the full picture before you go ahead and there's, like I said, there's multiple things that you need to do. And this is where asking questions is so important. So it's like you'll understand the lay of the land and the whole picture before you can keep going to the next step. Let's go to some cards now. What can we clarify for Cancer? What's the energy that wants to come in? What can we clarify for this major change that's about to come? So you've got Otter, you're never alone. So this is where, so think of otters, like especially like sea otters, they sleep holding hands. So this is where I want to say that you're not alone. Like your loved ones on the other side want to talk to you, want to show you that they're still with you every day and that you're not by yourself with this big change that's coming up. And I feel that sometimes that you'll feel almost like overwhelmed because there's so much, but this is where ask the universe. They are with you. Don't be afraid, even with Tiwaz. Don't be afraid of raising your hand and saying, hey, can I get some help? It's not just about being assertive and asking questions, but it's also saying, hey, I need help to work through this. And this is where like asking for help, you're not alone to go through this. And even asking the universe for some guidance to know that you are on the right track going through this. But when asking for help, you need to ask, it's like you need to seek out someone that can relate to you, someone that's went through something similar, that you can have conversations, talk, and you really can confide in this person. And like, it's almost like they can like mentor you. But you want someone that you can confide into and someone that you can relate to, because the last thing you want is having someone that may have like a negative outlook, because then that's not a good energy that you want as you're going through this big change here. What else can we clarify? Actually, these two are stuck together, so let's take a look. Trust the great mystery. So this is where trust the universe. There is a plan that's part of this, and it may seem overwhelming because there's so much change that's happening. So in another deck of cards that I have, the whale represents a journey. So this is where there is a change, there is a journey and a voyage that you're on, but trust the universe knows the plan and knows where you're headed. Ask them when you're unsure and feel overwhelmed, but trust the universe is what I want to say here. And you've got the white raven. Trust in the magic. So once you open yourself up to the universe, they will show themselves and manifest their messages in different ways, but you need to be open to it. And this is, look, I'm being drawn to the numbers. So you've got 42. So 4 plus 2 equals 6. You've got 6 and 6 here too. So so what's with these numbers? Actually, let's clarify. But they're drawing me to these numbers for some reason. So I feel, so like I said, 4 plus 2 equals 6. And then you've got 6 here and 6 here. So this is where it's like, we said trust the magic. And it's like, I don't even need the cards. So you need to trust that all these pieces will fall into place when it's the right time. And it's like the magic will come together because you're like, oh, come on, as if that this came together and this, and like you'll have like, it's like a new perspective as you'll see things fall into its place, and it's like you're in awe of how things are coming together, but that energy is changing, and like there's a major change coming, but this energy letting the universe in, and you'll see how things fall into its place and fall together, or come together, I should say. And have fun with it. Okay, this is what I have for you at this time. I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching.